yata doon sa pagsisinto po ninyo. Ano po masasabi natin?
Ay, yes, almost, actually, a little over 2 hours tayo naghintay bago finally nakaboto. Pero naging, well, in the end, naging tama naman ang recording ng ating boto.
Ma'am, medyo mainit yung politika dito. Ano? Medyo, anong masasabi ninyo kasi may nag-allege daw po na kapo nyo daw yung nasa likod kung nagpapakalat ng fake news na hindi na kandidato si Mayor Martin Isidoro for the congressional seat.
Kailanman ay talagang parang baliktad yata kasi parang the whole campaign has been very challenging for me kasi kami ang challenger at of course ang administration ay hindi nagkaroon ng opposition for the last 9 years at hirap na hirap talaga ako dahil ang naging number 1 na challenge namin is fake news. Talagang in every single aspect, magmula sa fake news tungkol sa buhay ko, fake news tungkol sa personality ko, fake news patungkol sa kung ano magiging agenda ko. So in every single aspect na naging challenge ko, and at a certain point, sa sobrang dami ng trolls nila, ang naging strategy namin is to really talk to people face to face. Kaya wala na talaga akong boses. So yun ang naging difficulty factor talaga.
Ma'am, gano'n kayo ka-optimistic na you'll win this mayoral race?
Sa akin talaga is the truth will prevail. Bahala na si God, but the truth will prevail. Yun ang kakampi namin ng katotohanan. So, yun lang talaga ang sandigan namin. Katotohanan.
What will be your priorities in case you win the mayoralty post?
Number 1 is PAHA. Number 2 is job creation. Kasama dyan ang pagsuporta sa negosyo. And syempre, alam naman natin na mas marami talaga maliliit na negosyo. But at the same time, kailangan natin maghikayat ng kalalaking negosyo. Dahil at a certain point, takot sila sa baha. So they left Marikina. We have to bring them back. So in short, a business-friendly Marikina is important. And of course, human capital investments. In other words, we have to improve our schools, our public schools. We have to go for single-shift schools. And finally, health. We have a broken health system, so we have to fix that. So yung kawalan ng gamot sa health center, kawalan ng gamit at kawalan ng doktor, and basically basic health services.
Ma'am, how did you address fake news during the campaign?
So at a certain point, sumuko kami sa dami talaga ng trolls. So face-to-face explanation sa mga tao, pocket meetings, talagang yun ang ginawa namin. Sinaga namin ang pakikipag-usap sa tao, pakikipag-ugnayan, open forum, yan ang ginawa namin. For the first time, nagulat ang mga Marikeno na hinikayat namin sila, ask anything, hidarap namin sila.
Do you think, ma'am, you were able to garner their trust and support when you clarified those?
Yes, because many of them, ang una sinasabi sa amin is, first time nangyari ito, and number 2, nagpapasalamat sila. After every ugnayan, sabi nila, buti na lang, ginawa niyo to, marami na-clarify.
Ma'am, I understand meron pa po sana kayong third term, right? Pero tumakbo na po kayo sa pagka-mayor. Bakit po?
Well, naisip ko kasi is napakaraming mga pwede ko sanang gawin pa as congressman, pero hindi namin ganap na nagagawa ni Hero kung hindi talaga namin kakampi ang LG. So, hindi namin na-fulfill talaga ng ganap. Yun talaga. In short, within ang services na pwede namin magawa sa Marikina, maraming mga problema pa na hindi na-address nitong huling administration. Marami pa talaga. And many of them are economic in nature. Yung utang na malaki at maraming economic growth opportunities ang nakikita ko. At dahil ako isang ekonomista, tingin ko talaga panahon na ang manintiyan naman is isang ekonomista.
Ma'am, just to clarify and to reiterate na rin siguro, hindi po kayo nasa likod ng fake news tungkol dun sa results?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. At napakadaling i-verify naman kung ano ang sitwasyon ng isang kaso sa COMELEC, ibig sabihin disqualified sa first division, pero pending ang apela sa NMAC at hindi pa na-decision ang NMAC. It's very, very easy to confirm. So, yun lang po. At magpatatalino ang Marikeno. So, absolutely no reason to spread fake news pagdating doon. So, baka sila lang to gain sympathy among voters.
Ma'am, what does Representative Stella Pingo have to say tungkol doon sa fake news na yun? Kasi parang ang nangyari, nasa tabloid po siya, physical fake news po ito, wala po sa social media masyado. Kaya dapat nilagay po physically.
Well, kasi pag titignan nyo naman, but it's very easy to confirm COMELEC case status. And I leave it at that. So, yun po. There's absolutely no reason to do that.
Thank you.